Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and the Restless official 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lily Winters might be done having kids, but the characters portray her. Lily is almost ready to give birth. She appears to be expecting a second child with her husband, Sam Restagno. This is the actress's third kid, but it will be their second. More information is provided below. Due to Lily's reputation for being quiet, pregnancy rumors were circulating among fans on social media as she was spotted wearing baggy clothing, disguising her tummy with purses, and having cameras pan above her waist. However, nothing had been proven up until this point. That being said, when the YNR cast and crew recently posted a humorous social media post wishing fans a happy Halloween with a video of everyone dancing to the Michael Jackson smash song Thriller, there was no denying her growing baby belly. Dancing with co-stars Courtney Hope, Brian James, Melissa Claire Egan, Eric Braeden, and others while sporting a big maternity tummy. This is similar to what Khalil has done in the past. During her previous pregnancy, she postponed announcing the baby's arrival until later in her term. In 2018, Restagno and Khalil made their romance public after first meeting in 2016. The two were engaged by 2022, and they were married in a stunning ceremony in Italy in October 2024. Her son was present, as was the couple's first son, born in 2023. Since 2002, Khalil has portrayed Lily Winters on YNR. Her work on the CBS soap opera earned her a Daytime Emmy in the Younger Actress category in 2012. We would like to congratulate Christel Khalil and her husband, Sam Restagno, on their expanding family on behalf of everyone present. Lily, who plays Lily Winters, recently announced that she and her husband, Sam Restagno, are having a third child. Her castmates helped her celebrate the news in the most entertaining way. Viewers are ecstatic for the Daytime Emmy-winning actress and her husband, Sam Restagno, as they welcome a new child into their family. Lily never made a formal announcement and is renowned for her privacy. However, Lily's wardrobe moved to looser shapes, larger handbags, and meticulous blocking, raising suspicions among followers for months. The actress was cocooning a growing belly on her own timeframe, as opposed to story-driven concealment. Castmate Eric Braeden released a humorous Thriller dancing video, which led to the revelation. As part of a cast Halloween party, Khalil enthusiastically dances in profile with Braeden, Melissa Claire Egan, Courtney Hope, Brian James, Jason Thompson, and others in the video, bulging bump and all. For the actress, this baby makes 3. In addition to being the mother of 15-year-old Michael Caden, she gave birth to her son Remy in March 2024. The romance between Khalil and Restagno began in 2016 when they met at Coachella and clicked right away because of his generosity and refreshingly different way of living from the turmoil of Hollywood. She once admitted to Soap Opera Digest that she knew he was the one right away. They made their love public in 2018, got engaged in 2022, and tied the knot in a magnificent Italian wedding in October 2024. Both of her sons were present for this wonderful occasion. Their lovely family is still expanding, with another child on the way. Lily Winters' world is about to spin into turmoil as she realizes she's pregnant again, but the question that sends shockwaves through Genoa City is one that could destroy more than one heart. Is the baby Damian's or Kane's? For months, Lily has been struggling to balance her emotions after her complicated entanglement with Damian, a man whose mysterious charm drew her into a dangerous affair when her marriage to Kane was hanging by a thread. While she thought her secret was safely buried, fate had other plans. The sudden confirmation of her pregnancy becomes a ticking time bomb, one that could blow apart her fragile family and bring to light a scandal that no one in town saw coming. Lily never planned for this to happen. After everything she's endured, from her cancer battle to her rocky relationship with Kane, she truly believed her days of unpredictable surprises were behind her. But when she began to feel the familiar exhaustion, mood swings, and nausea, something inside her told her this wasn't just stress or exhaustion. The moment the doctor confirmed her pregnancy, she was overwhelmed with conflicting emotions, joy, fear, guilt, and shock, all crashing down at once. The smile she forced when the doctor congratulated her quickly vanished as the reality of her situation sank in. She wasn't sure who the father was. Damian's dark eyes flashed in her mind, his voice whispering things she tried to forget. Kane's steady presence haunted her just as strongly. How could she face him knowing that this baby might not be his? The secret burned inside her, and it became harder to hide as the weeks went on. Her body began to change, her clothes fit differently. Fans on social media noticed that Lily, usually radiant and confident, had been appearing in looser blouses, oversized jackets, and carrying oversized handbags during recent episodes. Viewers speculated, but no one could imagine the real reason behind her changing wardrobe. On screen, Lily appeared calm and focused on her work at Chancellor Winters, but off-screen, Khalil's growing baby bump was the talk of the set. Even as the actress celebrated her own pregnancy joy in real life, Lily's fictional pregnancy was steeped in turmoil, secrecy, and the threat of heartbreak. When a behind-the-scenes Halloween video surfaced of the cast dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller, eagle-eyed fans noticed Christel's unmistakable bump. The Y&R team had intended it as a fun surprise for fans, but it accidentally sparked wild speculation, not just about the actress, but about whether Lily's storyline would mirror her real-life pregnancy. In the clip, Christel danced joyfully beside Eric Braeden, Courtney Hope, and Bryton James, clearly glowing and full of life. The internet erupted with congratulations and curiosity about how this real-life pregnancy might tie into Lily's on-screen drama. Would the writers weave her pregnancy into the show? And if they did, how would they handle the father mystery? Back in Genoa City, Lily's secret weighed on her every moment of the day. She found herself growing distant from Kane, her husband, who noticed her emotional shifts and the way she avoided intimacy. Kane had fought for their marriage through infidelity scandals, business betrayals, and even near-death experiences, but this time, he sensed that Lily was hiding something deeper. Whenever he reached for her hand, she'd flinch, a tiny gesture, but one that spoke volumes. Damian, meanwhile, hadn't left town as he'd promised. He still haunted her life, showing up at Chancellor Winters under the pretense of business deals, always finding an excuse to linger a little too long, his gaze lingering on her with an intensity that made her heart race. It had only been one night, one reckless night, when Lily gave in to her loneliness and confusion. Damian's charm, his dark charisma, and his ability to say the things she longed to hear broke through her walls. That night had been both thrilling and terrifying, a collision of passion and regret that she'd buried deep the next morning. She told herself it was over, that it would never happen again. And for a while, she believed it. But now, every flutter she felt inside her was a reminder of that mistake. Every time she looked in the mirror and saw her reflection softening with new life, she felt the crushing weight of guilt. Lily's internal war intensified when her doctor revealed she was further along than she expected. The timeline didn't fit neatly with her last encounter with Kane. Her heart sank. Could the baby truly be Damian's? The possibility made her sick with fear. Damian wasn't just a man with secrets, he was dangerous. He had a past filled with manipulation, and Lily knew deep down that if he discovered she was carrying his child, he would use it to control her. He'd hinted before that he wasn't done with her, that what they shared was fate, not just a mistake. The thought of him finding out terrified her, but the thought of Kane discovering the truth broke her heart even more. Meanwhile, Kane began noticing subtle clues. He found her doctor appointment cards tucked away in her purse, saw her quietly touching her stomach when she thought no one was looking. When he gently asked if she was feeling all right, Lily panicked and brushed it off, saying she was just tired from work. But Kane wasn't convinced. The man had lived through too many secrets to ignore his instincts now. He started watching her closely, connecting dots she prayed he wouldn't. At Chancellor Winters, tension started bleeding into her professional life. Billy Abbott picked up on her distracted behavior during meetings. Devon, her brother, noticed her emotional fragility and quietly asked if she was okay. "You've been off lately, Lil," Devon said softly one afternoon, his voice full of concern. "If something's wrong, you know you can tell me." Lily nearly broke down then and there, but she couldn't drag her family into this mess. She told him everything was fine, just stress, and plastered on a smile that fooled no one. Privately, Lily wrestled with what to do next. She considered taking a paternity test in secret but feared what the results would reveal. If the baby was Damian's, her entire world would collapse. And if Kane found out from anyone but her, their marriage would never recover. Her nights were sleepless, haunted by dreams of Damian holding her baby, Kane walking away, and her family splintering beyond repair. Meanwhile, Damian began to suspect the truth. He'd noticed Lily avoiding him, her sudden excuses to not attend joint meetings, the way she refused to even look him in the eye. When word leaked around town that Lily was pregnant, Damian's smirk told the story. He believed the child was his. One afternoon, he cornered her in the elevator at Chancellor Winter's. "Congratulations," he said smoothly, leaning close. "You didn't tell me we were having a baby." His tone was half teasing, half threatening. Lily froze, her blood turning cold. "Don't start," she whispered. "It's not yours." But even she didn't sound convinced. Damian only smiled wider. "We'll see about that." After that encounter, Lily realized she had no choice. She had to tell Kane before Damian did. That night, she sat on their couch, her hands trembling as she rehearsed what she would say. Kane was in the kitchen, laughing with their kids, completely unaware that his world was about to change. The warmth of their home, the laughter, the love, made what she had to do even harder. How could she destroy this? How could she tell him that the baby he already loved might not be his? Tears streamed down her face as she finally whispered his name. "Kane, we need to talk." The tone in her voice instantly changed the air. He turned, confusion on his face. "What's wrong?" "I'm pregnant," she said softly, her voice trembling. His expression shifted, surprise, then joy, then confusion as he saw her tears. That's great, isn't it?" he asked, stepping closer. But she didn't answer. The silence said everything. When she finally confessed that she wasn't sure who the father was, Kane's entire world shattered in an instant. The betrayal hit him like a physical blow. He stepped back, shaking his head as if trying to wake from a nightmare. "You're telling me this now? After everything we've been through?" His voice cracked with pain and disbelief. Lily sobbed, begging him to understand, to remember how lost she'd been, how their marriage had felt like it was crumbling. But Kane couldn't hear her through the storm of emotions. As the weeks go by, the paternity question looms large. The town begins to whisper, and Damian becomes bolder, hinting that he might be the father. Devon steps in to protect his sister's privacy, but the damage is already done. The media catches wind of the scandal, turning Lily's private agony into public humiliation. Kane withdraws emotionally, unsure if he can ever trust her again. Damian, ever the manipulator, offers to stand by Lily, twisting the knife even deeper. The upcoming months in Genoa City promise to be explosive as Lily's pregnancy becomes the center of a tangled web of lies, guilt, and love. The DNA test results could change everything, uniting Lily and Kane in forgiveness or tearing them apart forever. And if Damian truly is the father, the consequences will be catastrophic. For now, Lily is left to face the haunting reality of her choices, her growing baby a daily reminder of the night that changed everything. Whether this child brings redemption or destruction remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, Lily Winter's life will never be the same again. As Lily Winter's pregnancy progresses, the weight of her secret becomes unbearable. Every heartbeat she feels inside her seems to echo the impossible question that torments her soul: is the baby Kane's or Damian's? What once felt like a private struggle soon evolves into a nightmare that she can't escape, because in Genoa City, secrets never stay buried for long. And for Lily, this one could destroy everything she's ever worked for, her family, her career, and even her sense of self. Each morning, Lily wakes up with a mixture of hope and dread. Her reflection in the mirror tells two stories: the glow of impending motherhood and the hollow ache of guilt that gnaws at her heart. Kane, though trying to act supportive, seems distant. His once soft gazes are now clouded by suspicion, his smile shorter, his affection more guarded. He tries to convince himself that the child is his, that this family can survive yet another storm, but doubt has begun to poison his heart. Every time Lily avoids his eyes, it only deepens his fear that he's losing her again. Devon, Lily's brother, senses the emotional tension building between the couple. Though Lily insists she's fine, Devon knows her too well. He sees the fear in her eyes when Damian's name comes up and the way she clutches her stomach protectively, as if shielding the baby from the truth itself. Devon becomes increasingly suspicious that something deeper is going on, something Lily refuses to share. He confides in Amanda, who gently advises him to give Lily space. But Devon can't shake the feeling that his sister is standing on the edge of a devastating secret. Meanwhile, Damian grows more relentless. Having tasted control before, he isn't about to let Lily slip away. He sends her cryptic messages, reminders of their night together, hints that he knows more than she thinks. When she doesn't respond, he escalates, showing up uninvited at Chancellor Winters with business proposals and sly comments that make her skin crawl. Damian thrives on psychological warfare. He knows Lily's sense of guilt is his greatest weapon. "You can't keep me out forever," he whispers during one confrontation in her office. "Especially not when part of me might already be inside you." His words send chills down her spine. Lily begins to crumble under the pressure. Her once razor-sharp focus at work starts to blur. During meetings, her thoughts drift. During calls, her voice trembles. Billy Abbott picks up on it immediately and, though he pretends it's business concern, there's a flicker of something deeper in his tone when he checks in on her. "You're not yourself lately," he says quietly after a late-night work session. "Whatever's going on, you don't have to face it alone." Lily appreciates the kindness, but she knows she can't open up, not about this. Not when the truth could ruin everyone's lives. At home, Kane's growing unease leads him down dangerous paths. One evening, after Lily falls asleep, he checks her phone, something he swore he'd never do again after rebuilding trust years earlier. But temptation wins, and when he sees Damian's name in her messages, even though they're brief and professional, his heart races with jealousy and anger. The trust they'd fought to restore begins to fracture. He doesn't confront her immediately, though. Instead, he starts quietly investigating Damian, digging into his past and business dealings, desperate to uncover the kind of man Lily has entangled herself with. What he finds shakes him to his core. Damian has a history of manipulation, blackmail, and women who mysteriously vanish after crossing him. When Kane confronts Lily with what he's found, she's horrified, not just at Damian's past, but at the fact that Kane went behind her back again. "You promised me you'd trust me," she says through tears. "You promised." But Kane's response is raw and honest. "I'm trying to protect our family, Lily. But how can I do that when I don't even know if this family still includes me?" The words cut through her like a knife. The next few days are tense and painful. Lily avoids Damian completely, but that only makes him more dangerous. Damian realizes that if Lily is keeping the pregnancy a secret from Kane, he can use that to his advantage. He leaks hints to the tabloids about a Chancellor Winters executive involved in a secret affair. The rumors explode across social media, though names aren't mentioned. Still, everyone in Genoa City begins to speculate, and the timing of Lily's sudden pregnancy makes her an obvious target. In the midst of the chaos, Jill Abbott storms into the office demanding answers. "This company has survived enough scandals," she snaps. "If you've brought your personal mess into my boardroom again, Lily, you better clean it up before it destroys us." Lily, humiliated and terrified, promises to fix it. She knows she must take control of the narrative before Damian does. That night, she sits alone in the dark nursery, the same one she decorated years ago for Charlie and Maddie, and sobs. She can feel the baby moving now, and it both comforts and tortures her. She whispers to her unborn child, telling it how much she loves it, how she wishes things were different. "You didn't ask for any of this," she murmurs. "And no matter what happens, I'll protect you."